This is Julius Craig, Delta Fly Outdoors podcast.
So, this weekend was opening weekend of bow season. Didn't really get to hunt, had too much going on. I did go down to North Louisiana, got to spend a couple day and a half basically with my dad because I was loading up stuff and he brought me some stuff from South Louisiana to North Louisiana because I came down from our place in Oklahoma and got everything situated, packed up that I needed up here, some extra of my stuff since I made the move. Myself and wife and 3 kids moved July 31st to just out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Big move. Took a job with a large construction company. I'd been doing my own thing for a few years and just decided opportunity was there to go into this and I couldn't pass it up. So I went for it. This is where we're at. So I've been doing a little bit of scouting up here and got some really good deer on camera. The public land up here. I could have went to east side of the state and hunted, some of the kind of mountain, the Ozarks, where they come back across and like the wash and everything, because you got a little bit of mountainous area, especially for a South Louisiana boy. So, but I chose to go towards West Oklahoma and hunt the area that was going to look like Nebraska and Kansas and everything, and picked an area out, looked at aerial maps, and I picked this area out that, you have this one area of this WMA that I'm on has a really good creek going through it, really good oak flats in this creek, and like good woods. I automatically, some people will be like, what the hell? I automatically scratched that spot off, put an X on it. I was like, I'm not going there because most of this place is nothing but open fields, pastures, whatever you want to call it, like cropland. And you have that. I'm like, anybody that knows hunting is going to look at that and just automatically go there. So I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to, public land. I don't want to be on public land around a bunch of people. So I'm going to look at something else. So I found this area that's just, it wouldn't draw a second look. And I went in there and I found some good sign. I had my little boys with me. Found some good sign. We saw quite a few head of deer. So this was back 2 weeks ago, 3. So the next day I went in and by myself, checked the area out, hung a couple cameras. I've got some really good pictures, a lot of really good daylight pictures, and a lot of good shooting hours of anywhere from 2 and 3 does at a time to some good bucks, like a couple decent 6 and 8 points, 2.5, 3-year-old deer, some young deer, year and a half, 2.5-year-old. I've identified about 8 different bucks. They have one that he comes through, he's about an hour before daylight where I see him at. I know he's not bedded far from there. I've just been too busy to get back in there and really push it. He's between 10 and 12 point, depending on what you could call on his kickers. And probably 20, 22 inches. Dude's massive in the pictures I've got of him. I'll end up posting some probably on the Facebook page just to show what, we got going on. Hopefully I can make a hunt this Saturday coming up, 7th or 8th, and do a little filming while I'm doing it. It's bow hunting only, so not even sure if I'll be able to use one of my saddles or anything because it is not the best for trees. It's crazy what we're looking at. Super excited about it. Like I said, I would have hunted opening weekend up here this past weekend, but I had to go to North Louisiana to pick up stuff, and that was an adventure all the way back. Not to get into too much of that, I had to pick up the horse trailer, and they were told I was getting it and needed to have the tires checked, from where I was getting it from, and they had 2 months. One tire went flat, the spare was flat, I had to air the spare up, it would go flat. One tire kept getting an egg on it as I would drive. I would stop and let the tires cool off. Yeah, cool the tires off, not the brakes, the drums. That was fine. The brake, not nothing else, not the hubs. The tires were getting too hot. Even letting some air out of them, they still were they were bad. And I had the trailer loaded, but I was like, most people would have just not took the trailer. But at that point, I was like, if I don't do it now, I don't know when the hell I'm going to get back down here because, like, that's just the main reason. I had my dad meet me. He brought my lawnmower to me and my four-wheeler and I had to pick some hay up. So I had to have a way to haul it all. So used the horse trailer. That was an adventure in itself. Turned out great. Made it home. So the grace of God, made it home. Trailer all intact. Had a flat on my... I had a battery go dead in my truck. Had to get jumped off at the gas station. It was funny. Sorry about that. Had to stop and talk to somebody. It was about some saw cutting that we're doing. So yeah, we spent a couple days, like I said, with my dad and hung out, which I hadn't saw him in probably a month. So it was a lot of people. Some people know, not everybody knows, we moved to Oklahoma. July 31st was our first day up here. So 2.5 months, a little over 2 months ago, we moved up. And it's been great. Like, it's totally different. I took a job with a large construction company up here. Just opportunity presented itself. Myself and my wife discussed it, and we loaded up with the 3 kids and everything we had in Oklahoma. Loaded the horse up and came on. It's different. It's cool. Learning a lot different hunting, which is what I took in the aspects of it, because I was like, learning a whole new areas to hunt. So it's pretty cool getting to see a different side of what I've ever hunted. So can't wait to start doing some fishing and everything. I'll probably fish either the ABA or FLW circuit as a co-angler for the 2023 season, just to get my my feet wet per se, because I don't know much about it up here, and time wise I don't want to extend myself to the point where I don't get anything done anywhere because I'm too extended. With that said, we've been working on just getting settled in. It is, like I said, totally different up here in a great way though. So I don't know how many listeners I have in Oklahoma. Y'all are different. It's cool. I miss certain aspects of home, South Louisiana, especially the food. Like, these people up here, and I know some of my listeners are going to look at me crazy too. I got talking about boiled peanuts the other day, and it was a foreign language. Like, they don't eat boiled peanuts here. So I was like, oh, okay. Jambalaya, what we're familiar with is jambalaya. They're not exactly familiar with, so it's different. But in a good way. So next weekend, which is the 8th, this one will come out Friday, whatever. Today's the 3rd, so Friday's the 7th, maybe. 6th, 7th, 8th, those few days, Friday, Saturday, whichever one. This podcast come out Friday. I'm gonna hunt Saturday. Hopefully I have some video to go on the YouTube channel for Saturday's hunt. I'll probably drop a YouTube video before then of just something like me doing some short or something. Might take the boys fishing in the neighborhood. Might be out there with the colt, the horse. I don't know. We'll probably throw something on YouTube. Maybe some cooking. I don't really know. Find some damn peanuts and boil them. But it's fun up here. The deer hunting looks to be really good. With that said, we have a few more podcasts recorded with some names to come out. The one that'll probably get released after this one, so around the 14th or whatever, that Friday, I'm probably going to do the one I did with John Sokup, native Oklahoman, and doing really well on the Bassmaster Opens this year. He's fishing all 9. He's in the top 3 in points to qualify for the elites. He's made a name for himself the last few years fishing the National Professional Fishing League and local stuff before that. Pretty good stick. He's part of the Bass Tank group, which is really good on your pan optics and downscope and all that. So it's pretty cool to watch and see what these guys do with that. Speaking of that, I'm going to reach out to Josh Jones. Don't know if I'll be able to get him on or not. Another guy from Oklahoma. He is called just this week, because I follow him on Facebook, he's probably caught a dozen 8-pound plus, 7.5 to 9 pound smallmouths. Not in Oklahoma. I'm not sure where he's at, and I don't think he's really disclosed it too much either, but it is a public lake, and he's using his front sonar down imaging and just waxing some big ones. So I'm going to reach out to him, hopefully get him on, because I would like to hear his aspect of it, because he's caught several, like, double-digit largemouths in Texas. And so it's pretty cool. He brings up, he's really showing what you can do with the new equipment that's out, and I really respect that, because, he's put the time in to learn it. So with that said, we that gives you a rundown of what we plan on doing and what we've been doing. And we're looking for guests to come on and tell, you don't have to be, reach out to us if you want to be a guest on the show. Like, you don't have to be a big name. You can just be your average Joe like myself. Like, you want to be on the show, reach out to us at Delta Flage Outdoors info at Delta DELTA FLAUGE outdoors.com. Text us at 225-503-9986. That's 225-503-9986. Text us at that one. We're looking forward to try to get some guests on here and just talk to people. Trying to get back where I'm releasing a show every Friday. It's been hell to keep up with everything. With that said, we should be getting back into the flow of things. And some shows will be 10, 15 minutes. Some will be a couple hours. Like, it just depends on what it is. I'm super excited about what deer season brings forth here in Oklahoma. Not really excited about having to pay that out-of-state license fee this first year. That sucks. But, after that, I'll buy a lifetime license and have that in my back pocket. So, I'm going to try to get Jamie Housley with Twisted, I don't want to mess it up, it's Twisted Cedar Lodge, I believe. Let's see, not Jamie, Jamie's Jeff Housley, not Jamie, sorry Jeff and Jamie. I'm going to try to get Jeff Housley on with Twisted Cedar Outfitters. He's running a little outfitting group here in Oklahoma, and really doing pretty good. Y'all check his stuff out too. It's not it's more for your average guy, not something that's super crazy expensive. And these canned hunts, like, it's he's got a meat hunt that he sells. Like, he's new into it and doing pretty well with it, and trying to make it where the average guy can afford it. Respect that a lot. That's Jeff Housley, Twisted Cedar Outfitters. Check him out on Facebook. Like I said, check some of those guys out that I told you, and we'll go from there. Thanks. So, y'all keep listening to what we have coming up. I hope we got some good content. Just want to have people come on and talk. Gonna get the YouTube channel ramped up. Got a few other things going on. Once again, take a look at Delta Flage Outdoors on the YouTube page and the Facebook page. We also have a Twitter and a Instagram and a TikTok. Not real active on all those, but I do have some stuff on them. So, thanks for your time. Like I said, these podcasts won't be crazy. Some will be 10 minutes, some will be 2 hours. We're going back to our old style of what we were doing. So, thanks. Y'all stay tuned. Julius Craig, Delta Flage Outdoors.